What's up, guys? So this is the Virtue Breakout Glove review. So I've really never talked about gloves on this channel, mainly because I'm not using gloves all that often. I find these Virtue gloves sort of interesting though, because there are 3 different styles. They have the fingerless style, that fingered style, and then the half hand or that gauntlet style. So they're really not just like different gloves, right? You kind of look at these and think that they would have just a regular full-fingered one, that half finger, and then no fingers. But they do vary, and they are quite a bit different than each other. So instead of like just talking about them, we're gonna talk about them. So we'll just jump into the full-fingered ones. And these are like typical glove. They're a normal glove. They're what we're typically seeing with paintball gloves. There's really not a lot special to them. They have a very durable top and durable bottom. So I think these would be good for like woods ball players, maybe rec players if you're looking for like maximum hand protection. Maybe these full-fingered Virtue Breakout gloves, out of these 3 at least, would probably be the best option because they're that more durable, just typical glove style. And then there's those fingerless ones. So I thought the fingerless ones, when I first saw them, were really just a fingerless version of the full finger. But they're sort of a different glove entirely. I think these are designed more for that tournament speedball player. The same person that's buying like those ultra light pants and the very light jerseys are the same type of player that are probably gonna like the fingerless gloves, because they do have a very lightweight, like mesh back and lightweight palm material. They're for sure the lightest weight gloves I've ever tried. I like that because here in Sacramento, it gets very hot, and I like how breathable and lightweight these gloves are. So I wear those Gorilla Grip gloves. Gorilla Grip gloves, I always have a problem saying that, but I wear those things, and they're very hot, mainly because that like hand area is pretty much covered in rubber. So what I like about at least these fingerless ones and those full-fingered ones, right, is they are pretty breathable and should not be nearly as hot as those Gorilla Grip gloves that I'm used to. And then we have the half hand or that gauntlet style glove. So these aren't like entirely new, right? We've seen manufacturers make these in the past, like Dye's made them, Planet Eclipse has made them, Empire's made them, I think. So it's not completely new. We really saw most of those gloves kind of go away because the elbow pads started featuring these gauntlet or half hand gloves. They kind of just sewed the glove onto the bottom of the elbow pad. And now we have, hands built into elbow pads, kind of like those HK Army CTX pads we talked about last week. So I think if you have elbow pads, you might not have really a use for this style half-hand glove, but maybe you want a little bit more protection than those elbow pads are providing, right? So they're gonna have definitely good bottom hand protection or palm protection, and then the top of the hand is all neoprene. So there's like a good thick layer of neoprene providing a little bit of hand protection if you're getting hand shots a lot. So one of the things that I don't like about paintball gloves is that I have electric guns for the most part, right? So when I shoot, I kind of need to move my fingers quick. And when I'm putting on paintball gloves, whether it's paintball specific gloves or any other glove, it's just hard to move my fingers quick. I just can't do it. I'm like dink, dink, dink. It's just very difficult for me. So whether it's like these full-fingered gloves or even those half-finger gloves, it's just hard for me to shoot electric guns. So if I'm using any 3 of these gloves, I like that half-hand or that gauntlet style glove, just because I can move my fingers really easy because there's nothing really there blocking them, right? There's nothing on any of the knuckles. So moving my hands is just way easier in those half-hand gloves. I also am a fan of the wrist straps, so I like how wide they are and how tight you can get them. Making them really tight and them being really wide just adds a little bit of extra support around your wrists, so if you're diving or sliding a bunch, it just kind of feels nice to have that added support. I also really like the inside as they are covered in that like TPR, like printed rubber stuff, so you can get a very good grip on whatever you're holding. So that's just a quick review of the Virtue Breakout gloves, the full finger, half finger, or that half hand. If you've got questions about gloves or want to buy some, check the links and leave a comment below.